willkommen zu diesem Messe- und Event Branchentalk. Heute wieder aus unserem virtuellen Studio. Wir machen weiter in unserer Miniserie. Wir haben uns ja vorgenommen, einen Blick über die Grenzen zu werfen zu unseren Nachbarn. Und heute geht es ins wunderschöne Spanien. Und ich freue mich jetzt auf meinen diesmal nachmittäglichen Talk mit einem ganz, ganz lieben Kollegen. Und ich hole ihn jetzt zu mir ins Bild. Begrüßen wir bitte José Aguarod. Er ist Unternehmer, Speaker und Gründer von Grupo eventoplus. Was genau das ist, das wird er uns jetzt erzählen. Und da ist er auch schon. Einen wunderschönen späten Nachmittag, lieber Pepe. Welcome.
Dankeschön, Christoph. Dankeschön. Ich würde nur ein paar Sachen auf Deutsch sagen. Vielen Dank für die Introduction. Ja, mein Name ist eigentlich José Aguarod. Ja, aber das war fast genau. Und ja, ich bin der Begründer von Grupo eventoplus. Now I'm going to switch to English because that put me in a better tighter ground so that I can answer to you properly. So while I'm very happy to be here.
I love your German actually. I really love it because I can't speak one word in Spanish.
Yeah, but you know, I used to learn. I studied in Germany, in fact, but that was so many years ago that I've almost forgotten everything. So anyway, let's go on.
It's great to have you here on our show. Tell us, Pepe, where are you chatting from today?
Well, I'm in my place. At my place today in Barcelona city, in the city center. Yeah, in this Eixample district, which is like the Gaudi area of Barcelona.
Oh.
But yeah, we are back to work and we are back to the office. Actually, we never stopped. We only stopped for a couple of months. But I'm going to the office in the mornings from 8 till 3, and then doing long afternoons here because this never stops nowadays with this new teleworking. There's no time. There's no you make no difference between working from home and your personal stuff, and then your work and everything gets very, very mixed up. Anyway.
We are always on.
I'm afraid that's the new situation. That's the new real today. Yes.
Pepe, tell us, for everyone who doesn't know you, can you give us a brief introduction of yourself and your professional life?
Of course, yes. Well, I'm one of the 3 founders of Grupo eventoplus. We started in year 2000, coming from strategic consultancy. We were 3 friends working at this strategic consultancy firm, and we thought that was the time of the new developments in the internet. So we started grounding eventoplus.com. Mm-hmm. That is, it was the first internet portal for the event industry in Europe. Okay. And from there, we started building for our industry, quite a big MICE editorial group, which is today Grupo eventoplus, where we are 30 people working in 2 offices, Barcelona and Madrid. And we cover like lots of publications in print, on the web, and we also organize a few events for the event industry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which events do you organize yourself?
We organize by about 60 events a year, but they are very small meetings for different segments of the industry. But as well, we organize 4 very large events. One is the Premios eventoplus, which is the Spanish awards or Iberian awards, because it's for Spain and Portugal for the industry. There's like 1,200 people in a big gala with a huge show, and that's happening for the 15th year in a row. We also organize Evento Days, which is the large trade show for the industry. It's also organized in Madrid. 6,000 square meters of exhibition for everything which is creativity and production for events.
Okay, I see.
And then we organize 2 workshops for the MICE industry, for the more travel-related part of the industry. Mm-hmm. One happens in Barcelona, one happens in Madrid. It's called the Meeting and Incentive Summit and the Barcelona Event Day. So these are our 4 large events. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the smaller events, as I understand it, are more like matchmaking events for segments of the market.
Many of them are just gatherings, very open gatherings for people to meet up. And always there is a little pill of content, because we believe in content as the driver for this building of relations, and of course as the key trigger that would make people come to our event. So it's not only for the beer that we provide, which is also fine, but it's normally because we always bring a speaker, or we put on the table a topic. But many times it's a super specific thing. So we might have an event for only 40, 50 people in Barcelona, in Madrid, in Seville, in Valencia, in Bilbao. And we are traveling around the country all the time, getting these touch points with the audience, you see.
It's like a networking roadshow.
Yeah, in a way, yes. Very informal, very like we all meet because we are all members of the same industry, you see. So that...
Can you give us an example for one of the very specific topics that are discussed in these networking situations, just to have an idea?
Yeah, well, we can discuss things like the latest regulation for safety in a certain region, or hybrid events in the north of Spain, or new platforms for technology. Many, like very, very different topics, you see.
So oftentimes the content is also regional, it's into the region.
That'll depend. Normally it's national, but if it's regional, it's because we have been commissioned by some association or a convention bureau or a region, and they want us to bring there some knowledge, to open a discussion in that region.
Very interesting. On your homepage, I read, "We are warriors. We are your warriors. Sorry, we are your warriors.
Yes.
We fight for you to be better professionals, to organize better meetings, and very important, to get a better deal." It sounds very interesting.
Well, we try. You see, we have this. It's in our DNA. As I was telling you before, we started in the year 2000 as an internet startup, and I am the oldest person in my company, and probably this. Yeah, I'm telling you. So this probably means that everyone has to be hyperactive. Everyone is hyperactive, highly motivated, because we believe in our role as being conductors, being warriors in that sense, that we help the industry getting together. And actually, let me tell you, not bluffing, just super humbly, but during this pandemic, we have got a very strong recognition by all members of the MICE and events community in Spain, and also from Spanish-speaking America and Brazil, because they felt very accompanied. They felt that we were there putting on the table lots of topics, trying new formats, trying hybrid events very, very soon, bringing technology, bringing good spirit. We organize concerts, we organize drinks, virtual drinks. We organized so many things during the pandemic. We didn't stop. Maybe we stopped having income, but we never stopped working, you see. And that is part of this attitude of being warriors. Yeah.
Who are your main target groups?
We have this very comprehensive vision of the market. So that means that for us, an event is almost everything except for weddings and religious events or private events. Those are our limits. We never get there, but we would cover everything from a congress, association congress, to a music event or a sports event. Of course, all corporate events as well. Yes.
And you can organize it in the full package, or you work as a consultant in a consultant position.
So I'm not sure I understood your question there.
Sorry. Now, if you work with your customers, you also organize the full event for them, or you work in a consultant's position?
No. We never. The only events we organize are events for the event industry. Okay. We would never organize something for a client. In that case, we would just pass that contact or lead to our clients or the agencies that work with us. But we would never do that now.
So your main service is in the content production and to find
Content,
topics.
yes.
Very
Content production and also communication. Yeah, we are this big platform. You know, what we have is an audience. So I would say many of the professionals in our industry that work in the event industry in our country, they would come to our site or read our magazines. So that probably we are very good prescriptors.
Okay.
So we can recommend, we can help buyers basically find their suppliers or their solutions or their agencies. Yeah,
it's like a community.
Yeah, it is. It is a very strong community, and there's a very strong feeling of belonging to this community of the warriors.
Yeah. One topic that will probably stay with us for a long time to come is the COVID-19 pandemic. How did the Spanish live marketing and meeting industry survive this crisis so far?
Well,
get through this crisis so
far? I think we haven't seen the last chapter of this saga, but I would say that now we see the light. Just being very brief, what has happened in this last year is that, as I guess everywhere else, we were very strongly hit in the first months of the pandemic, and everybody stopped. Many people canceled, and there were some during the summer 2020. We thought, probably very naively, that we were recovering from the heat of the COVID-19, and so people were really thinking, they were foreseeing that in September, October, things would get back to normal, but that never happened, and that was a big hit to the industry. Then in my belief, when people got very, very worried, because everybody was thinking, well, maybe I can be without, a lot of work for a few months from April till June, July, but then in September we will recover, and that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So that is when everybody panicked a little bit. But the good thing is that in the meantime, the industry had learned a lot about technology, about how to at least substitute or bridge a little bit the difference, get all many of the possibilities of technology in order to at least continue communicating with clients, with your partners, with your employees. What I say is that at the same time, and probably the industry got very organized. Lots of new associations emerged, especially from the supplier side. Like we have seen the Tents and Structures Association being born, the catering companies being born as an association, the venues, all those. The industry organized themselves a little bit more because we felt that the government was not listening and nobody was really helping the industry. So that was a very good side effect of the pandemic. And then I think the third component, which was a bit specific for Spain, is that thanks to the music event organizers, they were in talks with authorities and with hospitals, and they deployed a very clever, very well thought system of clinic STs. And we started very, very soon organizing large events using antigen tests combined with different measures, so that actually it's been now a few months that we are organizing large events in Spain. We have been to a trade show last week, another one 2 weeks ago. We organized our meeting and incentive summit at the end of April. So it's not that we are back to normal. It is also that things are more expensive now, but I think the event industry is coming back very strongly in Spain.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I noticed, and you mentioned it before, governments and authorities had big problems in the beginning of the pandemic to see the important role of the live marketing industry. It was the same situation here in Austria. It was very, very difficult to get heard. Why do you think does this big industry part have only such a small kind of
I think recognition
was very low. The recognition was very low in the beginning.
Yeah, you see, I've been monitoring a little bit the situation all over Europe and also in America. And I think is that we are all national industries at a very similar point or situation. I mean, the Germans, the French, the British, the Spanish, the Austrians, nobody had the recognition that we think we as an industry deserve. Probably in a few years, we'll have more perspective to analyze how, why were we so left aside. But I've heard many different explanations. And to me, one of them is that we are very much linked as an industry to the tourism industry, and not so much to the industrial ministries. And that is a big strategic mistake of our industry. Because if we were considered an industry, we'd have lots of help because we are facilitators of economic recovery, of growth, of ideas exchange, of experience exchange. But we are seen as a tourism activity or a leisure, almost leisure activity. And this, of course, has put us in a second level of priority. That's one first guess I have. The other one, for many of the people I've been speaking to, is that the event industry is always behind the curtains, is on the backstage, and that has put us always in a very second tier position. So we have never been there. We have never been very visible. But then, of course, there's many different interpretations. I think also the press. The general press, we are media, you and me, media representatives, but for a specific industry. But we have never had the consideration of the general press because they have never understood our business, because events are business to business. They're not business to consumer or business to public. So in many cases, they have assimilated events with parties. And because parties were forbidden, events have to be forbidden. And the public opinion is it's a bit responsive to that. I think these are some of the factors. Of course, I'm probably missing part of the analysis here, but none of this has helped. And I think, strangely, the situation has been the same also in the United States or in Brazil, in Mexico, in any large country. When you speak to our colleagues, they all had the same situation. They were not heard. They were left back. They were forbidden. And I don't know, now it's the damage has been done.
As you said, the live marketing industry often is linked to the tourism sector, talking about international guests, speaking about congress destinations. Two for me come to mind. One is Vienna, the other one is Barcelona.
Exactly, yes.
But now we got still, travel restrictions. How do you think this will change the face of the meeting industry? Will local get more important than global?
I'm not sure. I think we probably will see a few stages of development now. In those first few months or even year and a half, 2 years, for sure, there will be lots of travel restrictions. It's going to take a bit of an effort and a bit of time for people to travel, especially long haul, for Asian people to come over to Europe or for Americans to fly to Asia, whatsoever, because of either not understanding the risks in the other countries or authorities not allowing them to travel, or even, I don't know, new outsprings of this virus. So this will stay for a while. So in the meantime, we probably have lots of solutions with hybridization of events, like with these online solutions. But the good part for us who believe in live communication and experiential marketing or experiences is that we have also seen the limits of technology. And we know that, taking part in an event via screen has such a low impact on you. And of course, viewers are so bored and nobody really wants to watch any more webinars. And you can try many things, of course, to make them better, but it is so easy to lose the attention and the engagement of your audience that companies are going back to events as soon as they can. It's such a powerful tool for them to communicate, to sell, to express. So my guess is that, yeah, it'll start nationally, of course. In our country now, events are back already, but now we are starting opening with France and Portugal. So we are probably going to start getting, next week is the tourism salon of Barcelona. So probably we'll get lots of French, I'm sure, because the streets are now full of French people again. Mm-hmm. So this will start step by step, by proximity. I guess from Austria, you'll get from either Italy, Germany, sure. Switzerland.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's coming back. And this is my next question. Here in Austria, events are now possible again, sure, with restrictions, but I think with the 1st of July, almost all the restrictions, will go away, probably. But tell me, we also need customers who are willing to organize events and invest in live, in live settings. How is the situation in Spain on the customer side? Are the customers already willing to plan events live?
Yeah, actually, we organize. One of the things we do for many years is the market study of the Spanish market, and we just released it in April. And we asked, we make 500 interviews. And there's a number of agencies, a number of corporate buyers, and a number of suppliers. And when put the question of, are you willing to get back to live events, to physical events? Strangely, it is corporates that are more willing to go back to events. And they say that they will start organizing events earlier on average than agencies. Mm-hmm. All of them want to do them, but corporates are even more willing. And then the second thing I could tell you from that study and from our perspective is that events which are related to sales or to commercial activity are number one on their priorities. Okay. So companies are saying, look, I never did my product launches. I have stopped promoting for a year and a half. Now I want to go there. So when we put them a long list of event types, normally the most voted ones, the ones they want to organize first, are those which have something to do with activation, sales activation, promotions, and so on. Mm-hmm. And strangely, also the ones with motivation of their staff are in the bottom of the list. I would say that companies would love to motivate their staff today because people have been, earning less and being at home, and companies are very hard, and they say no. We really want first to reactivate sales.
Mm-hmm. Apart from all the challenges and limitations we are faced with this COVID pandemic, what do you think are the positive developments this crisis has triggered for our industry? You mentioned a few before.
Yeah. I think that probably the best one, or what we will probably get as a learning out of all this time is the use of technology. Mm-hmm. The way we have lost the fear for technology. Now there's no secret for any of us to start a video conference, mm-hmm. to organize, to put together people from different places and organize something, and set multi-C meetings, or go to a TV set and start talking there to an audience which is hybrid, which is both physical and online. These plus platforms for application platforms for events. The digitalization of part of our normal habits is a very good thing that we probably will stretch over the years. Probably some technologies will come back that they had almost disappeared, like augmented reality, all those things that had no use. They were just basically play, games with Pokemons and so. Now they're coming back. I saw a demonstration the other day of a company who's offering a hologram at your home.
Okay.
But via an application, so that will probably improve the experience of whoever is not attending an event. Mm-hmm. So if I'm watching this Congress online, I'm probably and I can see the speaker here sitting next to me, probably I'm going to be a bit more engaged than just if I am watching a screen, and then of course I get a call, and then I get an email, and so I think technology is the best use. And then of course the other aspect, which is very, very different but is super important, is sustainability. Mm-hmm. We have had the time to reflect, to think of the use of our the footprint of our activity, how silly we were many times, but like traveling for no purpose, no real purpose, or using materials, or not using resources adequately. And these probably will be a new filter, a very strong filter, because we all had the time to think about all those things. So to reset our priorities in a certain way.
And to reflect.
Yeah, I think that's happened.
Finally, tell me, what did you personally take with you from this last year? Coronavirus pandemic.
I'll take a big debt in my bank account. No, but apart from that, no. I'm actually, I've done also my reflections, my personal rescaling of priorities, and I think that's always a good thing to do, even though it was very forced. And to a certain point, stopping for a little bit and not having, a lot of trips is also, it makes you reconsider your most near environment. I'm also very happy because we didn't fire anyone, even though our company was quite large in number of employees, but we could go through all this year and a half with all our staff members. Right. And probably we kept our position in the market by taking a lot of care for our clients, and not only our clients, but for everyone in the industry. So in that sense, I feel quite satisfied, quite happy with that, even though, as I said, my bank account is a bit red in numbers.
But they are already printing money again.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yes. We'll see.
Okay. But anyhow, I think this was a very optimistic, an optimistic roundup of our talk. Thank you very much, José, for your time. I'm very happy that you visit me here virtually this time.
Yeah. Next time we'll be in Vienna.
I hope so. It would be great to see you once in Vienna.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, best regards to all friends and colleagues in Spain.
Okay.
I wish you all the best, and we stay in touch anyhow. Thank you once again for visiting me. And
okay, thank you, Christoph, for the invitation. It was a pleasure, and Dankeschön zu alle, and see you in Vienna or in Barcelona very soon. Okay, you take care.
Gracias.
De nada. Thank you.
My first word in Spain. Thank you.
Bye bye.